Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. Holds barred. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you all for tuning in to The Cold Truth. I am Kim Cole. Now, it's a lovely Monday evening in Trinidad and Tobago. Our topic for discussion today is national security, and it's gonna get pretty hot inside of here because I have some some really interesting articles and information to drop for you. Now, before we get into this afternoon's discussion, just a brief reminder that we are streaming live on Facebook. It's facebook.com/thecoldtruth, and our telephone lines are going to be open very early, 622-9785, 628-6093. Now, just about 3 weeks ago, I had a gentleman in my studio by the name of Mr. Wendell Eversley. Now, a bit of a background into that. Mr. Eversley, he is from within the Tunapuna area, and he highlighted a very big hole, a pothole or something to the extent that was affecting the flow of traffic on the Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. Now, he highlighted the issue. The Member of Parliament, who is Mr. Esmond Ford, he had an issue with the highlighting of the potholes and all of that. And all the same, I invited Mr. Eversley to come for us to discuss the issue. So just to jog your memory a bit, I'm going to show you this short clip, and then I'm going to follow up with some pictures. Clip.
This is the heart of Tunapuna. Over 4 months now, the Member of Parliament, who is also the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives of Trinidad and Tobago, Edmund Ford, his office is not too far from here. Over down the road is the Tunapuna Regional Corporation. The chairman. This is the largest corporation in Trinidad and Tobago, and look at the main road. This is in the heart of Tunapuna, the Eastern Main Road. It's a shame. It's a shame. Where the Minister of Works today, Sinanan, to see that in the heart of Tunapuna, there's a big problem here. Look at this big manhole. Look at this big manhole. Watch it in the heart of Tunapuna. Wanna watch it? Trinidad Tobago, watch it in the heart of Tunapuna. Traffic could cause accident in the night. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Look what's going on in this country. Look what's going on in this country. Senalan said he's going to fix all the potholes in Trinidad and Tobago. And how come he didn't fix this pothole? Keith Rowley came into the country yesterday. Where did Keith Rowley pass? On the bus route? Where Edmund Ford is passed to go and see his constituents at El Dorado on the bus route? 10 minutes now, this is shameful. This is really, really shameful to know that in the heart of Tunapuna that we have a big manhole on the Eastern Main Road. Look how cars moving. trying to make a look how cars moving. Where Senanano said that he's going to fix all the potholes for Carnival. Over 2,000 something potholes. But how come they neglect Tunapuna, constituent of Tunapuna, or let's satisfied with the way all the member of parliament chicken all them? Oh gosh man, it's time we open our eyes and see what's going on. It's problem after problem in this country. We hear about who have evidence, who minister take crime, who have evidence, who minister have money in suitcase. But up to now, nobody care about giving representation and service to the people of Tunapuna. When you watch, big man hole into Tunapuna, watch, they're going to take a line. Oh gosh man.
Now, our telephone lines are open, 622-9785, 628-6093. Now, I don't know, I don't understand. We in this country, we have an issue when people from the Betham, Sealots, East Port of Spain, when they come out and they have these fiery protests, you know, as it relates to issues that they face. But the question that I want to ask, is this the way that we, the citizens, have to get things done? Do you know that within the last few days, just a couple weeks after we highlighted this issue and we put up the MP, do you know that this issue was fixed? Do you know that this whole manhole, whatever it is, this big hole in the road, do you know that it was fixed? And I'm going to ask my director to put up the pictures so that you can see. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good evening, Miss Cole. A pleasant evening to you, as usual. Miss Cole?
Yes, my dear.
I am waiting for the other part of the program. But you see, these potholes affect us. And Mr. Eversley is right. Why does it have to take begging and scraping and crawling and those kind of things when these people are voted in? I myself was on your program when I heard Mr. Ford in a manner not too desirable speaking about people calling him and he out at a meeting and these kinds of things. These are not acceptable things, Miss Cole, and I thank God you're here to highlight it. You said the problem was dealt with. Miss Cole?
Yes, my dear Tanti, if you look at the pictures.
Why is it has to happen that we have to appeal to you if you were not there?
No, but I am saying it's just a couple weeks. This has been happening since October last year. Sometime October last year, right? This is just, it is less than half of a kilometer from the Member of Parliament's office, right? Nothing was done. The residents were complaining to him over and over and over. As soon as Mr. Eversley made this video, the video went viral. And we brought Mr. Eversley, the cold truth, we brought him to our studios, and we highlighted the issue. And we started to make calls for it to be rectified. And look, less than a couple weeks later, it is fixed. So,
I beg to ask you, who should be in Parliament running the country? Who should be in our Parliament running the country, using our taxpayers' money? Who? That is the question today. Now, I'm going to let other people call in, but I'm dying to talk about old people, and I am afraid as an elderly person, when you get to that subject, I am living in fear that when I touch 80 and 88, and I might have some disease, Alzheimer's or whatever, oh, Miss Cole, you would not know how the fear I am in now, to think that somebody might come and have me sign my little bit away, and oh, I am waiting for your call. Thanks out.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Tanti. You're well and easy, you know, you're in easy. But is this the way citizens of the country have to behave? You have to come and put up a video and start to scream and get on like, you know, a hooligan or a wajang, so that they could, you know, they could hear the plights of the people, they can understand the frustrations of the citizens of this country. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. And put up the pictures, you know, let everybody know and let everybody see that it was fixed.
Good afternoon, Ms. Cole.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
Unfortunately, this is the way that we have to address our issues now in Trinidad and Tobago, right? We've evolved a new method where the authorities that we don't see the problems and fix it, we have to embarrass them into action, right?
Yes.
Just last week, I saw some men painting the crossing zone sign on the road in front of the Shokonas Health Center. And I informed them, I said, look, the entire main road of Shokonas doesn't have any white lines.
Right.
What's the problem with that? And I said, more important than that, Montrose Junction doesn't have any lines to indicate to cars where exactly they need to stop. He said, yes. He also informed the council and them about that. However, the situation is, the government hasn't released money to the corporation so they could get the paint to paint the road. He said they hired new staff and the money they have is to pay the staff, but they don't have money to paint the roads, right? Because the government didn't release money. And I'm hearing a lot of corporations, the Superior Corporation, Superior Minister complaining that they didn't get funds and whatnot and whatnot. So apparently it's a money issue disseminated from the government to the corporation. Right?
Right.
They said they would have dealt with that. They campaigned on that for the local elections and talk about money would have been going straight from the taxes to the corporation and they would deal with these issues. After the election, I never hear a word about
nothing at all. Nothing, absolutely nothing at all. But the bigger question is this the manner in which we have to act as citizens of this country to get things done?
Unfortunately, it is. The time has changed. Where you don't see the corporation driving around to highlight to stop issues and fix issues again, because it don't make sense doing it because they don't have the money to fix it.
Well,
so if what they are saying is true, you can't blame the corporation because they don't have the funds to fix it.
Well,
right? The money that, how to get it fixed is probably direct from a minister getting embarrassed, so you went to a minister, get for some money and fix that. But the corporation didn't get the money to fix it, or the material to fix it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon, caller. Look, at the end of the day, I always say, I don't care who is there. I don't care if it's Kamla. I don't care if it's UNC. I don't care if it's, what's his name, Rowley. I don't care if it's PNM, PEP. I don't care. I don't business. The issue is the people have needs and the needs are not being met. When you go to them and you deal with them civilly, everybody always come and talk about, you have to have respect for your ministers and you have to, speak to the people with respect. And when you do that, all they do is they pappy show you. Because I remember again about 2 weeks, when we 2 weeks into the cold truth. 2 weeks. And caller, please, you're calling me on my private line. Call me on 622-9785-628-6093 to be a part of the discussion. 2 weeks, do you all remember that we had this elderly lady, Miss Janti Mahes, up at the Akono, Maracas area? And since 2016, she had her issue that needed to be rectified. It was a cesspit that needed to be cleaned. She was waiting for a refund. They never cleaned it. The Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation never cleaned it. They said they couldn't. They said that she would get a refund. Since 2016, this old lady has been waiting to get her refund. It's only when I call the council, I take up my phone like this and call the council live and put him on the TV. In the next few days, a check was waiting for Ms. Mahes to go and get her refund. So you telling me that is how we have to get things done in this country? That is the manner in which we need to deal with the powers that be to ensure that things are happening. As I said some time ago, you call them and you tell them, I have no water in my pipe. They're calling you to tell you back that, well, under Act 13 of the public use. Will you tell me about an act? I want to know why we don't have water coming out of the pipes. And that is the issues that the people of this country face daily. And you know what is even more, baffling, bemusing? It has me bewildered. There are a lot of people out here who feel as though they don't have a voice. They feel as though, why even bother to try it? Why even bother? and they just go into a sense of, you know, nothing I could do. That's how it is, and that's how they just treat we. So what we go do? But no, that has to change. People have to start standing up for themselves, and I'm going to tie all of this into the HDC. Could you imagine if the people of this country came out in their numbers and started to speak out against that nonsense that's taking place in the HDC? How many of you who need housing would get housing? Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
Cole. Miss Cole, why you think they're doing anything? They want to do little work. They want to do work where they can make big money. Miss Cole?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. They want to do work where they're getting little money. They want to do work where they could get big money. So all them portfolio and things, they come no interested to them. So this is where going on in this country. Because if you have a drain to fix, if you have something to fix, they're fixing it. But when time to vote, they come in to vote and say, yeah, they go do work. But they're doing anything.
All they're doing is fooling the people. Fooling the people and fooling the people of this country. But
they're fooling the people.
And the people are allowing them to fool them because
this is it.
You know.
They're getting up, get up and do something. Go there and vote for your vote, protest or something. Is only when they do them thing.
Yeah, put them up. You know, a councillor making $4,200 and I think it's $4,200 a month.
Okay then, good evening. Have a good, pleasant evening.
Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon, caller.
Yes, okay.
Do you know, before I go for the break, you know, I was, doing some research. You know, everything in the PNM manifesto that the leader of the party, Dr. Rowley, all of the promises that they made to us, not one thing was fulfilled that was in that manifesto, nothing at all, nothing at all. All kinds of things. They talk about local government reform so that they could have made councillors and stuff like that full-time jobs. You know nothing has happened yet? Absolutely nothing. 2.5 years into this term. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Nicole.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, my dear, you're live.
Yes, this is Maloney here.
How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
You remember I speak to you 2 weeks ago about
the football and the community center.
About Maloney Savannah.
Yes.
And right now, well, they grade it out and have it looking nice. If it's so good at looking. If you see, it's only when I edit on your program is then they take action to do something for that Savannah. And right now, what we need is to stop the vehicles from driving on our walk, where we exercise walk, we have vehicles driving on it to go across to the next Savannah. I asked the councillor to try to get something to bar that entrance, and nothing has been done. And right now we have a community center which just says a complex. The only thing goes on in there is church service and marriage on a Sunday evening. It is because for church service for about 2 years, nobody could get it to use. Yeah, nobody could get a community center to use because it's church service and in the evening is weddings. And to train MTS guys, I don't know. We trying, but I don't know. Nicole, I have to air a lot of things on your program, and I believe when we do this, we get things done. And they want to know who the hell is Kim? Kim is somebody. Cole, you are somebody.
Thank you so much for your contribution. You make me laugh this afternoon. Now, who the hell is Kim? I don't know why it's Kim. But as I was saying, could you imagine? No, I ain't going and highlight all these houses again. I'm not doing that. I have to say kudos to Stark. He started highlighting the houses, he started highlighting the school. You have to put them up, because if you don't say anything, if we continue in this country to keep our mouth shut, they're going to continue to use us and abuse us. And then when election time comes, they're going to pappy show a sort of black people again. They're going to take black people, poor people. You understand? Because when I say black, as long as you're not white, you're black. You're going to take poor people and push them up in the front when they're having their political rallies and all their advertisements and all their meetings and stuff like that. Yes, we care about you and we're going to serve the people and we will rise, and then we red and ready and we red and steady, and then when they get into office, they forget you, they forget me. They live the big life and we have to suffer. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hello, good afternoon, Kim.
Yes, dear, good afternoon.
Kim, I don't like politicians on the whole, on either side, none, from day one to now, right? But when they said that Faris Alwari, the Prime Minister, made all his allegations about locking up politicians and who have money here and who have money here, I was so glad knowing that here what, at least we're going to start somewhere and start locking up some politician who alleged was corrupted and steal money and things. So we're going to see people going to make jail. You know, I didn't have a clue that the politicians that he was talking about was his own ministers that would be facing the courts and would be lining up to make jail on their own.
Well, and it looks so.
If we're really serious in this country about locking up people for misbehavior in public office, I think Rowley would be one. Marley McDonald will be another one. Well, Dylan, he's surely making a jail. And the one who had the bag of money that went to cash it in the bank and all this, and these people had the audacity to be looking us in the face as citizens, hard-working taxpayers of Trinidad and Tobago, and be coming with this dotations over and over, and we just keep on accepting it and not really saying, hey, we reject this nonsense. You know, it's about time the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago really get serious and reject these people.
All of them on both sides, because I only hear, I only hear you talk about, you know, the MPs and the ministers on the PNM side, but don't forget there was a piece of land that was valued, I think it was $50 million down in Eden Gardens, and those in the HDC and housing administrators alleged the land was sold for $150 million. You know, they're facing a civil lawsuit right now, you know.
Kim, remember that's exactly what I just said.
Yes.
I want to see somebody, no matter who, get locked up on any side once they have corruption allegations brought against them. You are in power now. You have the evidence. Start putting things in place to lock up these people. You're making we feel like we are fools. You understand? You're making allegations, and now after 2-3 years, not you telling me all this allegation about people corrupted, and they're going to face jail, and jail is going to be full with people, and you cannot prosecute one person to make me at least feel a little bit of satisfaction that, okay, we decided that we're going to give you the chance, the opportunity to start putting things right so that these bastards then won't be thieving our money again. And up to now, you cannot have one person convicted for anything. You take us for fools. And then now, on the other hand, all your people are lining up to face the jail instead. It's mad people, like he said on his political rally recently, it's that mad people live in this country, and it's true.
Had to be.
You'll enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yes, my love. Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon. Now, I'm going to take a very, very short break, just about a 30-second break. And when we return, we're going to deal with national insecurity in this country. You're watching The Cold Truth, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Hi, welcome to Tangi's Creole Food Delight. We are located at Orsa Spaniard and Duke Street, Port of Spain. Graduated from THCI, which is they call Hotel School at Shagaramas, and I am the owner of this business, and we have daily lunches, which is from Tuesdays to Saturdays. On a Saturday we do breads, sweet bread. We also have soups, oxtail soup and cowbell soups to your delight. We also have different menus daily from 11 to 3. We also cater for different occasions like weddings and birthday parties. We always want to ensure that the customer is satisfied with the end product here at Tanti's Kitchen.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Welcome back. You are watching The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. Our telephone lines are open 622-9785, 628-6093. I'm just going to take this call really quickly before we get into national security. But anyway, now there is never a dull moment, never a dull week, month, day in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, bacchanal and drama and Tory, as they say, for so coming out from the Ministry of National Security. Now, the Minister of National Insecurity, Edmund Dillon, is facing a civil lawsuit in the United States over a possibly fraudulent real estate transaction. Now, there are always three sides to every story. U.S. civil court documents allege Dillon attempted to defraud an elderly man, Neville B. Piper, of his money and his condominium sometime last year. An order was filed by his attorneys, and they claim that Piper, an alleged incapacitated person, transferred 50% of his condominium located at 301 Cathedral Parkway in Manhattan to Edmund Dillon. The document said the purported signature of Piper on a deed and transfer documents does not appear to be Piper's signature, and the elderly man denied ever executing such documents and denied any recollection of the transaction. Now, in a more detailed 13-page report submitted to the court by the court evaluator, attorney, now this is in the U.S. now, the U.S. attorney Patricia Powis, who visited Piper at the new Jewish home in Manhattan where he is undergoing medical treatment. Are you following me? This old man undergoing medical treatment in a home, right? Mr. Piper said, and I quote, he did not have any recollection of having given an interest in his apartment to Mr. Dillon. That is Mr. Piper's side of the story. Now, as I said, I have 3 sides to every story. In response to the accusations, Minister Dillon said after a recent press conference, he and Piper are close friends. He said their relationship spans more than 45 years, and it was for this reason he was given the property as a gift. Well, Dillon, I telling you, I want to have friends like yours. He explained that the challenge surfaced after Piper's niece brought the matter before the New York Supreme Court, asking to be appointed Piper's guardians. Now, Minister Dillon said the accusations of fraudulent transactions were unfounded, and he was optimistic the matter would be resolved within the shortest possible time. Right? Now, I could go on and on and on about this, but here it is, you have a minister. Well, I say the Minister of National Insecurity because as far as I can see, I can't see anything, you know, I cannot see anything coming from the Minister of National Security or the Ministry of National Security as it relates to, you know, improvement in national security in this country. I'm going to pause just to take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello. Hi, good afternoon.
Yes. Good evening again, Miss Cole.
Yes,
Miss Cole, as an elderly person, I was waiting for this conversation. I was waiting for this conversation. Miss Cole, are you there?
I'm right here, I know, Tanti.
Right, Tanti here. Now, you know I am elderly. Miss Cole, it frightens me. Mr. Dillon has given me nightmares upon nightmares. And the question I want to ask him, he did not get to the issue. He did not get to the issue. Mr. Piper and Mr. Dillon are friends, but that don't mean Mr. Piper said he did not sign anything over. And Mr. Dillon keeps going on, we are friends, and he has all the pictures in his home. And when he comes, I take him around in the car. The man is in the old people home undergoing surgery. Shouldn't he be by his bedside, considering he's getting the vast amount of his wealth? And Miss Cole, you know where that apartment is located. It's prime property. That is real millions we're talking about. US millions. Come on, Mr. Dillon. That is the United States, and it's not Trinidad. You could fool Trinidadians, but you can't fool the U.S. justice system. Sir, I hope, allegedly, justice is served, and I, as an elderly person, can sleep in peace. Miss Kim, have a blessed day. Thanks out.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Tanti. Now, according to media reports, in January 2018 was the bloodiest month in Trinidad and Tobago. It was the bloodiest month Trinidad and Tobago ever had. We crossed 60 murders. February, the bloodshed continued. Fast forward to today. Now today is March the 26th, and we have crossed 131 murders. Yet, we are on the topic of national security. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hello?
Yes, they are live.
Okay, right.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, my dear, you're live.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Cole.
Yes, good afternoon.
I just want to add to what you said. I read a document from the United States, an article from the United States, and it also said, I don't know if you saw this when you left it out inadvertently, but the court, the representative for the man's next of kin, which is blood or niece, they took the girl across there and they went to do an evaluation of the man's mental condition. And they said the man was very lucid, there was no problem whatsoever. Right? And imagine next of kin could never be a family friend. Next of kin was the man's niece. And I guess you saw a copy of the document that the court produced, saying that because of the suspicion of defrauding the man of his money and all that, they decided that he cannot touch that money again or make any transactions or draw any kind of money in the United States of America. And I also read too that the fine, according to the sum of money, when all is said and done, the sum of money evaluated, he could either get 1 to 5 years in jail if found guilty, or if it's a larger sum, 5 to 15 years in jail. And this man has the gumption, not him so much, the Attorney General, to tell us recently, I heard the interview on the television, that when they go up there, everything is going to be straightened out, they're going to overturn that and whatnot and whatnot. And this thing just looked like a family grabbing, you know. So the man next of kin coming to straighten out the man business, bouncing up this fraudulent thing. She shouldn't be doing that at all. She's grabbing. This is land grabbing, you know. Yes, my dear, this is something else.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
And he's still in this job, eh? Nobody asked him, the man then decide, let me move out of here until this thing settles, and then I'll do my business.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much for your contribution. But thank you so much for your contribution. But seeing that this came up in October of 2017, late last year, I want to know if this property or the monies, if it was ever declared before the Integrity Commission. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hi, good day.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
You're supposed to lead by example, huh?
Uh-huh.
What kind of example Mr. Deyanna setting?
I don't know.
This Attorney General we have here, along with Mr. Imbert and Mr. Rowley, you think they could go across there and influence the justice system in the states? All what in the dark will come to light. This is the beginning of the end for this regime here. Because Mr. Dillon let a lot of people, a lot of innocent people die because they pretending that they don't know what to do. But they could find yourself quite across there, whether friend or family or what. You cannot fool the United States government. Their system unbiased.
Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. Now I'm going to stop on the calls for a couple minutes. Now, I started at the head. This is the Minister of National Insecurity. And I'm going to ask my guys to play a very short clip. Now, this video has gone viral on social media. I'm going to let you have a look at it. We're going to have a brief chat about it.
Simple social experiment to see how Trinidad Tobago police services be taking bribe. A man now ask me for a bribe the police. Right? So I've been, oh Rasta! Just show him, girl! I'm going to take a bribe. Nah, I pull in there, boy. I like that Chinese. Come now, Rasta, come now. So he coming in, the police coming. He want the bribe. Wait there, boy! He want to cross you, he playing smart. But he really want to give me he really want the money. He really want the money. Because he drunk and he's sweaty right now. And I seen him. Yeah, boy, dog! Officer! One boy! Yeah, he come in, tough state officer, he want 100. I give him 100 and I asked him for weed. Hold on now.
What happened?
Come now, our weed boy. You know weed boy?
How much yours?
Our pong boy. I $5,000 now.
I can't get a pong for you, boy.
How much you give me? I'll go with that girl down
the
the
islands. A quarter ounce.
Yeah, that
right now, nah, I had to go and get that. I had at home.
Give me a number, call the dog, remember it.
491.
491. I'll call it right? Yeah. 491. Love you. I hope all get that. I hope all get that. I hope all get that Trinidad. How the police is.
622978562866093. It is alleged that this particular police officer receiving bribes and he's selling weed. It is alleged because yesterday, what's that? Listen, it is alleged. And yesterday, I have to say it is alleged because the policeman, sorry, there is a video, an audio clip circulating where he said he thought it was not weed the man was selling, but seed. All you didn't hear that? Well, that's why I had to say it is alleged. Hi, good afternoon, caller live. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. So we deal, so hold up. So you see what your Minister of National Insecurity doing? Look at the police. It is alleged.
Show me a leader and I will tell you who you are. These fellas doing what they learn from the Prime Minister and the leader of national security. So that is what they're doing.
Thank you so much. Now, do you feel safe in this country? You have a Minister of National Insecurity. It is alleged he's embroiled in a fraudulent transaction where there are claims he attempted to defraud his partner, who we know for 45 years, of a property that is worth in the vicinity $500,000 US. That is about $3.3 million TT, right? I'm pretty certain that that property or whatever it is, it was not declared at the Integrity Commission. Now, I just played a clip for you with the police. It is alleged asking for $100 TT and telling the man that I don't have... Listen, this country is so backward. And when I tell you bankrupt for leadership, and you know, people always say that these senior officers within the police service, they say that the public will not cooperate with the police. You expect me to feel safe and comfortable, as well as the citizens of this country, to have confidence in the police? Now, we always hear rumors that, you know, the police are involved in this, and the police have their own drug block, and the police doing that, and all kinds of things. But here it is, you have an actual video of someone in a police uniform. It is alleged, I have to say it, selling weed, have his own block. And a matter of fact, he said, just now, I had to go home. I have to go home, and I will get the pound for you. I don't have a whole pound, I have half. That is national security in this country. But wait, it ain't finished there, you know. I am not done yet. Now, I'm going to ask my director to pull up another, this time a picture, a screenshot of a release from, actually, it's an article from the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, reporter Rhonda Dowlat. Saturday, March 3rd, 2018, which is just a couple weeks ago. A police officer was arrested on Thursday during a sting operation at Maracas Bay. The operation was conducted by the Professional Standards Bureau officers who acted on information that the officer was going to meet with someone of interest to collect a $10,000 bribe. The person of interest, police said, is a man who is well known to them and has drug and firearm-related charges before the court. At about 6 p.m., the police corporal reportedly went to the pickup point near Uncle Sam's bar. However, as he was handed the package containing the money, he was nabbed by the PSB officers. The police corporal was expected to be charged with misbehavior in public office and appear before a Port of Spain magistrate. Investigations are continuing. So my telephone lines are open, 622-9785, 628-6093. This is the state of national security in this country. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live. Hello. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Maxwell School.
Yes, my dear, you're live.
Nice. First thing I would like to mention to you. We need to exclude the Integrity Commission, right? Because if this offense happened in October 2017, you only filed with the Integrity Commission the year after. So that claim would have been filed October 2018, well, December 2018. You filed with the Integrity Commission every year. So there would be no need to file any information with the Integrity Commission till the end of this year. So that integrity commission argument out. The other possibility that we also need to be mindful of, everybody just believe the man in the United States. Everybody. We so don't trust government ministers. And it is through no fault of ours. Government ministers have not proven to be trustworthy. But we are so distrustful of government ministers that we take it anybody, and police officers too, don't just government ministers, people of authority, that we quick to believe any layman story before a government minister. No, I just want to run a hypothetical situation to you. This gentleman in the United States may be suffering with Alzheimer's. It may be a simple case that he forgot to sign the document and handled by his thing, whatever the case may be.
Next caller. No. I ain't entertaining that piece of dotishness this evening. You telling me a Minister of National Security forget that he has a power over... Look, I don't know, you're probably sweetening your Balize juice a little too much this evening, but not this evening, not today. This is serious business. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello, good afternoon.
You're not listening.
Hi, good afternoon.
Miss Cole, you're not listening to what I'm saying, you know. I never said the minister of Alzheimer's, you know. I said the possibility, we're not considering the possibility that the so-called victim may be suffering from Alzheimer's. We have heard of, I don't know how long you are wrong, but that situation happens right here in Trinidad. Many too often, my old people give people money to pay the rent, and then they tell them you keep the money, and it happens. So we need to let the course of justice go through before we start up lamblast the minister. I am not defending the minister, but I'm saying there could be scenarios that they are happening
because I am pretty certain if that minister had a rising sun on his yellow shirt, your conversation would have been different this evening. And if there's one thing that I will say, whether or not I agree with the policies of the UNC, when Kamla Persad-Bissessar was the Prime Minister, the minute you had allegations leveled at a minister, they were asked to resign, they were asked to step down, and some of them were fired. So something like this that is so scandalous, it's not just the fact that it is scandalous, it's an embarrassment. Perhaps I need to go back and read my note to you, you know. Let me get some further information here, right? And I'm going to stop to take this call. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, is this the Kim Cole program?
Yes, my dear, you are live.
Okay. Hi. Ms. Cole, just now that man, you see, people just read bits and pieces of documents, right? I told you a while ago, I read where the court, they proved that the man is of sound mind. Hence the reason why they squashed that fraudulent thing that man and his lawyer tried to do. And the court blocked both he and his lawyer, not he alone, he and his lawyer. So when that man talking about Alzheimer's, right, that has already been thrown aside. If the court, for 1 minute, because the court is not trying to make a court, they check everything. And as they checked everything, they realized the man is of sound mind. They did whatever they had to do, and then they came and they decided to make the verdict that they did, to squash that man and his lawyer from interfering with the man's money, and they still have to answer when the 24th comes. So when people talking this crap, according to you, what nonsense. We have to believe these things because for the past 60 years, this ruling party has been in for 45 of the 60 years. And I'll get a little thing for 5. You want to get a little thing for 5.
For 10, for 10.
And the other thing, they got, and then the other people, and I'll get a little thing. Okay? But corruption was invented since 1956. They forget people like John O'Halloran, who happened to end up as the executor to the late Dr. Eric Williams' will. That crook, that thief.
It is alleged.
He ended up being the, no, those are facts. That's why in Chambers' time they were able to get money from him, for money that he swindled in Trinidad, and he sent it abroad. You forget that case? Check it out and see. These are facts. serious fact. The corruption was so bad with the PNM that at one time, all the voters decided to vote against them, and they lost 33-3. They get fed up.
Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon.
That doesn't change the corruption, right there? Okay.
Yes, my dear. Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon. 622-9785-628-6093. And I will read again. The Minister of National Insecurity, Edmund Dillon, attempted to defraud an elderly man. The Minister of National Security, Edmund Dillon, is facing a civil lawsuit in the United States over a possible fraudulent real estate transaction. Now, there are always three sides to a story. The U.S. civil court documents allege Dillon attempted to defraud an elderly man, Neville B. Piper, of his money and his condominium sometime last year. An order filed by his attorneys claims that Piper, an alleged incapacitated person, transferred 50% of his condominium located at 301 Cathedral Parkway to Edmund Dillon. The document said the purported signature of Piper on the deed and transfer document does not appear to be Piper's signature, and the elderly man denied ever executing such documents and denied any recollection of the transaction. In a more detailed 13-page report submitted by the court evaluator attorney Patricia Powis, who visited Piper at the new Jewish home in Manhattan, where he is undergoing medical treatment, Piper said he did not have any recollection of having given an interest in his apartment to Mr. Dillon. That is Mr. Piper's side of the story. Now, in response to the accusations, Minister Dillon said after a recent press conference, he and Piper are close friends. He said their friendship spans more than 45 years, and it was for this reason he was given the property as a gift. He explained, and when I say he, I mean Dillon explained, that the challenge surfaced after Piper's niece brought the matter before the New York Supreme Court, asking to be appointed Piper's guardian. Minister Dillon said the accusations of fraudulent transactions were unfounded, and he was optimistic the matter would be resolved within the shortest possible time. When asked if he was concerned that his colleagues and the public would maintain faith in his ability to continue as Minister of National Security, Dillon said, and I kid you not, he was confident that his track record spoke for itself. 622-9785-628-6093. Dillon said that he is confident his track record spoke for itself. But the track record says that in January 2018, it was the bloodiest month in this country's history. We crossed 60 murders. In February, the bloodshed continued, and up to today, it has crossed the murder rate, that is 131 murders. But you saying that we, the public, have confidence in you and your track record speaks for itself. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, dear, good afternoon, you're live.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about when the government opened up this the children's court. Now, like all I see that is just so like they put more African people in jail. This is my opinion. And
caller, good afternoon. Listen, could you please stick to the topic this afternoon? We're discussing the Minister of National Insecurity. We're discussing national security in this country. I just showed you the Minister of National Security is embroiled in a fraud case in the U.S. And I am saying if he had 1 ounce of dignity about himself, he would have tendered his resignation. He would have called in a press conference and publicly tendered his resignation. I would have done that. And at least the people would say, you know what? The man have a little you know, a little class, he have a little dignity, he have a little something about himself. But to sit there amidst all of this and want to continue to draw, I can't remember how much a minister does draw. I think it's about 33,000 this morning. I was looking at the figures. You want to draw your money whilst you bring in the office of the Minister of National Security into disrepute, and the honorable thing to do would be to resign. I also showed you that there is a police officer, it is alleged, who was trying to sell somebody weed, taking bribe, and want to sell somebody weed. Now, the other person in the video who wanted to buy the marijuana from the police, it is alleged, he's an ex-police officer who is on suspension. And earlier this month, in March, you had a senior police officer with, I think, 18 years, over 18 years, 18 years service, over 18 years service, a senior police officer. And he was arrested and charged for accepting a $10,000 bribe from a known, someone who is of interest to the police. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good day.
Yes, good afternoon, you're live.
Yeah, this is nothing new with this government. You have one of them who don't know you won't train them holding two big guns. You have a next one who lying down in a hospital, probably brain dead. They say he coming back this month. Right? He collecting a salary still. And then you have this man now defrauding an old man who probably him and die friend. I don't want a friend like that.
622-9785-628-6093. Caller, you have a serious axe to grind with this government, boy. Serious. And you know what is scary? What is scary, and I will say it. What is scary is that you have a failed government. It appears as if the People's National Movement has failed. That is the talk on the ground. That's what Tong's saying. That's what the people saying. We fed up up here and we wish Rowley call an election in the morning. But then what is the alternative? 2010 to 2015? Because those are the sentiments echoed by people on the ground also. This PNM government is a waste of time, but the people saying between 2010 and 2015, all you see what has happened in this country, everything, they take it and they spend it down south. They develop south. 622-9785, 628-6093. So I mean, really and truly, where do we go as a people in this country? What do we do? If you want things done in this country, you have to jump up and get on like a hooligan. You have to get on like a Wajang. You have to get on like a Weha. You have to get on like a Gregson. You have to get on and get on. Call people names, make videos, burn tires in the road, block the highway. This is what we have become as a nation, Trinidad and Tobago. This is what we have reached to. The only way you get things done. And director, please put up the videos. Sorry, please put up the video without the audio as well as the pictures on a split screen so that the people could see. The only way you get things done is when you bawl at them, is when you, as they say, is when you put them up, when you call them on TV and you embarrass them into action. But I have already made up my mind that I want at least the children in this nation to live, to be happy. So I would not keep my mouth shut. If I have to go and protest, I will protest. If I have to call all the ministers, all the MPs, all the councillors, if I have to be a nag, I am prepared to do that. Because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And I rather die on my feet than to live life on my knees. I am tired of accepting incompetence, mediocrity. These ministers and MPs, when they do something for you, I see all of them parading all over the place, taking pictures, click, clack, clack, clack. Look at me, I fixed the road. Look at me, I fixed the street light. Well, that's the next whole thing. When you had to get a street light fixed, look at me, I get water. I'm being told that there is no water in the Santa Cruz area. So, I don't know, hopefully, you know, the powers that be looking on at the show and they tend to the issues. I'm hearing that there are certain streets in Sao and Lower Santa Cruz that is pothole galore. I'm hearing that because of that, the taxi drivers are increasing their fees. So things already hard already. People already losing their jobs in this country. And now to travel, the fees have gone up by $1 and $2 in certain parts of Trinidad. So many things happening in this country. I mean, too much. Too much is going on. Unfortunately, I am out of time this afternoon. I want to say thank you so much to everybody who was viewing this afternoon's program. Tune in. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another hard-hitting discussion where we deal with the issues that affect the people. And I always say everybody could highlight an issue, but I am not here just to highlight an issue. Everybody highlighting the issue, but it is time that we get the problems fixed. And that is what we at the Cold Truth, we have been doing, getting the problems fixed. Thank you so much for tuning in to our TV show this afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.